Hi guys, right, only me again. As you can see, I'm not out detecting today. I'm actually sat at home in my kitchen, and as promised in my last few videos, I said I would go through and show you the setting that I'm using currently for my XP Deus metal detector. And here's the video. So I'm going to show you step by step how you need to program this one into your remote. And this will get you up and running pretty fast. I've tested this setting, I've tweaked it, I've probably been using it solidly now for about 6 months. And yeah, believe me guys, this is a really good program. I use it on ploughed fields, I use it on pasture, and this has found me some really good stuff. And it also just makes sort of coins and those sorts of things just ping out. They just sound completely different to any other target. So yeah, I can't praise it enough. I know I'm supposed to say that because it's my own setting, but guys, give this one a go. I'm sure you're going to be chuffed with it. So let's talk you through how to program this one in. If you don't want to watch this video, please look at the description below, and I will have all of the settings in there for you so you can just program them in straight away. But let's go through it. So first one, we've got discrimination. Now discrimination's quite low, it's at 6.9. Quite a lot of settings use 6.9, so I've tested it, and that does seem to be a pretty good optimal position for the discrimination to be in. And then if we click expert, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So it's on 4 tones. And if we click expert again, you'll see the different pitches on the side here. Remember that these numbers correspond with how high the pitch is. And then you've got your different VD segments going along the side here. So what essentially I've done, even though it's 4 tones, it's only giving you 3 tones. And the reason why I've done that is because the 202s here, if I had this on 3 tones, then I would have a huge middle segment on 6.9. So I wanted to keep the lower discrimination, but I also wanted to separate some of the targets in the middle to give them a different sound, and then higher again, a slightly different sound. So what you need to do is program this exactly in. So put 202, go down, program that one to 202. This one's 590. So 590 is a nice sweet sort of mid-tone. And then all the goodies, silver stuff anyway, is 930. Really nice high-pitched tone, really makes it stand out. And then once you program those 4, go over to the first segment, and that's up to 6.9, so that's the lowest discrimination, and that will be that really high, low iron buzz. And then go to the next one, and that's 27. So essentially anything below 27, it's going to give it that grunty, dirty buzz. And then all the way up to 69, so between 27 and 69, a nice sort of sweet mid-tone. And then the last one there is obviously 69, and that's what's going to be left. So anything 69 is going to be of a pitch of 930. So come back out of that, go down to sensitivity, and just stick that one on 91. Now 91 works for me. I seem to detect in quite remote areas, so I don't get any interference from power lines or anything like that. But if your machine does become a bit unstable, just knock it down a little bit. You can go as far down as you like. What I like to do is just go down one by one by one until the noise stops essentially, and then just get out detecting. But as I say, I mainly use it on 91, and that just gives me a nice sort of bit of power and works really well. So the next setting is the frequency, and this one is on 11.8. Now essentially 12 kilohertz. So what you need to do is go into the expert setting and then knock this all the way up, because obviously in your kilowatts, kilohertz, you can obviously change the different range between that period there. So I've essentially got it on 11.820 kilohertz. But guys, don't be afraid to just bump this up to 18 kilohertz. I've tried it on both of these, it works really well, but I do find I get the slightest bit more depth out of the sort of 12 kilohertz range, and that does seem to work quite well for me. Next one is iron volume. So iron volume is on 2. That's quite low for an iron volume because I don't really want to hear the iron too much, but I do want to know if it's there. So you can still hear it on 2, it's just not as loud. And trust me, you'll be walking over nails all day long because you'll know straight away that if they're iron. Next one is reactivity. So reactivity is on 2. Again, that's quite mid-range. If you click expert, silencer's on 2 as well. So I've not really done anything fancy with that one at all. Next one is audio response. So audio response essentially is how loud the targets are. It's kind of like a volume boost in a way. So that one is on 3. And if you click on expert, the overload is on 1. So not really done much there either. Go to notch, no notch at all, 0, 0, 0, 0. Absolutely nothing being notched out, don't need anything notched out. And in the expert settings, that's all 0, 0 as well. Okay, so nothing special going on there. And then we're back to discrimination. So come back to the main screen. And as you can see, I use this on the XY screen. I really like the XY screen. Not many detectors have it. So guys, if you're using a Deus, use this, get used to it, because this can tell you an awful lot about your targets. You know, if you're struggling with big iron, because big iron, you know, it does sound nice. It's just it's one of those things, unfortunately, any detector struggles to get rid of. But yeah, get to learn this XY screen and just run things past the coil and get used to sort of what they do. And that will really help you. So how you get that is you go into options, you go down to profile, and you go to your graphic and you select XY, and that's pretty much it, guys. If you save this one in, please save it as Forager, just so you know what you're using and where you got it from. As I said, I'm sure you guys are absolutely going to love this setting. I'm pretty much using it exclusively. It's you know, my go-to setting. And what I tend to do is if I get a relatively good target, I'll just knock it through some of my settings and go through some of the other presets and just see what it sounds like on them. But nothing seems to sound as good as this Forager setting. So yeah, there it is, guys, nice and simple. Please let me know what you think about it, comment below, let us know what you're finding with it. Since lockdown is finished, I have found, well, I've probably found about 10 hammered coins, you know, lots of silver finds and lots of goodies. It's, yeah, good program. That's the Forager setting. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll get out detecting in the next couple of weeks and I'll do another video of that. So, yeah, thank you. Take care. Enjoy.